When you set a goal or desire for yourself, do you see it through to completion, or do you find yourself giving up when faced with an obstacle? When in pursuit of your goals and your desires, do you find yourself throwing in the towel at the first sign of discouragement and doubt and fear? In this video, we're going to explore 8 ways to cultivate the habit of persistence so that we can see our goals and our desires manifested into our physical reality, so we can protect ourselves from fear and doubt. My name is Jacob James, and this is Project Prospero. What is persistence? The dictionary defines persistence as firm or obstinate continuance of an action in spite of difficulty or opposition. Persistence, determination, resolve, commitment. I would wager that there are examples in all of our lives where we've set out to achieve a goal or a desire, and then we've been faced with failure or defeat or self-doubt or discouragement. And yet we persisted in attaining our goal. It immediately makes me think of my now almost 5-year-old son when he was learning to walk. As babies and infants and toddlers, we're still free from the social conditioning and the paradigms that society and our upbringing imposes upon us. The instinct of persistence isn't yet affected by those external influences. At that point, we're not dealing with things like low self-esteem or, unworthiness or fear. Those things that generally stop us in our tracks. So my son first spent time simply learning to just simply stand up, to go from sitting to stand up. And he accomplished that goal. It's not to say that he didn't try to stand up and fall flat on his bum about 1,000,000 times, but he continued, he persisted, he just wouldn't give up. And it almost seemed in watching him that he just refused to accept that he was going to go back to the comfortable, easy thing of crawling. And bit by bit, after time, he was walking on 2 feet instead of crawling on all 4s. What's really remarkable and worth noting, I think, is that in observing my son learning to stand up and learning to eventually walk on 2 feet rather than crawl, was that his particular persistence in achieving that goal was joyful. It was fun, and it was exciting for him. He always did it with a smile on his face. It seems to me that persistence is one of our natural instincts, and it's the social conditioning, the paradigm that we come to accept about ourselves and imposed upon us by our upbringing, perhaps. It seems to me that those limitations come when we're older and when we're adults, not when we're infants and toddlers. So what's the takeaway? That we continue to do away with these limiting ideas we have about ourselves, and that we replace those ideas with belief in ourselves, with belief that we will accomplish that goal, as opposed to the discouragement and the doubt and the fear that we allow to be fed into our subconscious that just simply perpetuates our subconscious telling us that no, you actually can't do that, so don't bother trying. Napoleon Hill said that every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent advantage. If we can, like my son did, view these defeats and these temporary obstacles as opportunities to grow and to learn and to go even deeper towards what we're trying to achieve, then we actually have the power to turn defeats into victories. Failure is temporary. Persistence is permanent. Persistence changes setbacks into comebacks. Persistence is my protection from rejection. Here are some examples of how we can lack persistence. We fail to recognize exactly and specifically what we're trying to achieve. We procrastinate. We have a lack of passion in terms of acquiring new knowledge. We're afraid to face issues squarely. Perhaps we've developed the habit of relying on others instead of taking control of our own lives. Perhaps we're blaming others and we're accepting negative circumstances as unavoidable. Perhaps we're afraid of being criticized. So, here are 8 ways to cultivate the habit of persistence. Number 1, knowing what you want. A clear objective is going to motivate you to achieve the goal you desire. Number 2, a burning desire. When you connect your objective to a deep emotional desire, You're opening yourself up to new kinds of motivation. Number 3, self-reliance, creating a discipline for yourself to not accept failure, to make an agreement with yourself that you're going to see this through to completion. Number 4, a definite plan. It's not enough to just want what you want. You need to work out a plan of how you're going to go about achieving it, how you're going to get it. Number 5, accurate knowledge. Making sure that you understand the specialized knowledge that's required to achieve your goal so that you're not guessing about things, you're knowing. Number 6, cooperation. Sympathy, understanding, and cooperation with others. Keeping your thoughts concentrated on the achievement of your goal with a deep belief in yourself and your ability to accomplish that goal. Number 7, willpower. And finally, number 8, habit. Using the law of repetition, creating a discipline so that you're, say, devoting a certain amount of time every day to working towards accomplishing that goal. You don't take a break from it, you keep going every single day and you commit to it. Thank you for joining me today, and I really truly hope you got something out of today's video. I'm still very new to YouTube, so all of your support is a tremendous help. So please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you have any video ideas for me, topics that you'd like me to talk about, please comment in the comments section below. I believe it's no coincidence that we found each other. My name is Jacob James, sending you love and light.